Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Killer Frequency. And big revelations in the last one. We've found inside this hidden room in the janitor's closet this creepy stalker thing. Look at this. It's got looks like yearbook photos. It's got a creepy pinboard with all sorts of things on it. Yeah. He's got a key.
There's a key.
We can use to get out of here.
Just take that. Might be important.
Mannequins with eyes. All yeah. This guy is messed up. This guy is messed up. Anything in here? No. Yeah. Well, let's have a look at his creepy serial killer board. So we got a list of 4 locations, and we have 4 names, and there are 4 people circled on his hit list, and I think they relate to the photos around the room as well. Let's have a little look at this. So, Festival of Disaster. This is from 15 years ago. Festival of Disaster. Big wheel breaks free. 15 injured. Who is to blame? Tragedy struck. Big wheel broke free from its supports and rolled through town. Not great. Kay Walker recommends all locals get their flu shot. Okay. So she would seem to be medical related. Gallows Creek Power Station hires 20 new staff in record hire, 12 of which were students from there. Okay. Chuck Brody. Former Gallows High football captain Chuck Brody suffered a career-ending injury as a victim of the festival disaster late last year. Well, that's probably the big wheel thing. We're buying him some lottery tickets. Get back on his feet. Okay. So this is... I think that's this guy, isn't it? That's Chuck Brody there. Pretty sure. Got the big game, 69. What's this? Marriage announcement. Like to celebrate the marriage of Kim Walker and Pete Stein, 1970. So Stein, I remember this because it was a little unusual surname. It was the name of the guy, the kid who got lost in the maze that we helped out. So I don't know if that indicates whether he's sort of hunting the children of the people on these people on this board. I don't remember any of the other surnames. Okay, this is from 77. Crime syndicate impounded. Criminal operation shut down. 24 arrests. Inside it informant walks free. Police have put an end to the long-running car thieving crime syndicate. Arrests were made after a member gave up information on their co-conspirators. The informant, who asked to remain anonymous and will hereafter be referred to as R.A. Could that be Rebecca Allen? Festival victims. Okay, so the festival accident was because Ant Williams and Sean Everett were distracted talking about horror movies while assembling the big wheel. Okay. Tragedy struck. Bus crash. Bus failed to stop and crashed into a fuel tanker. Deceased to be identified as Mr. Rudd, Mr. Houghton, Mr. Stein, so that's the guy's father, Mrs. Stein, so that was his mother, and J. Mildred. So Mrs. K. Stein, that was the one who was working at the hospital, wasn't it? Because they got married. K. Walker. Married... Dead in 77, but no, that's not the one. Local doctor Kay Walker recommends all locals get their flu shot. 84 is no different to any other year, but Kay Walker was dead and named Stein, no? Married 70, dead 77. Okay, I'm sure that's going to be significant, but Kim Walker was dead. It says. Okay, let's pop that back there for now. Trailer for sale. I'm sick of being a local celebrity. This is 86. People are so mean to me. I only stole a few cars. Who cares? Buy a new one. Okay, so that's probably Rebecca Allen. 87. Do you care about health? Mystery guest. Lead engineer responsible for the Gallows Creek Festival disaster. So that's Anne Williams, isn't it? Car safe. Sheriff Matthews warned citizens to look out for suspicious behaviour after multiple car thefts. Okay. 24-hour gas station bought by local ex-lottery winner. Christine's Gas and Repair has been sold to a man who won the lottery 14 years ago. The new owner claims it will keep me busy on an evening. He's asked to remain anonymous. Lottery winner. So that is probably going to be Brody. Local legend takes to Manhattan. Yeah, so Rebecca Allen's moved out of the area. Kim Walker, as far as I know, is dead. I don't know what this one's about. But notice it's only initials, K. Walker. Because isn't the janitor's name Kevin? Is he gonna... Crashed into a fuel tanker. So that was 77. Then this guy buys maybe the same gas station. Oh, there's the Diary of the Car Thief. You can actually see that it's got Rebecca Allen's picture on it now. Because yeah, she's that one, isn't she? Car Club. Oop. Okay, is there anything on the back of this? No. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Just says head back to the DJ booth, so maybe we should go do that. I'm sure this is going to be significant. Oops.
I wonder how the show's going.
So what's through here? Oh, nothing. Okay, yeah, so we should get back up. We've been gone quite a while. Yeah, okay, so we're here. That's fine, we know the way from here. Is this carpet, is this the same carpet as in The Shining, in the Overlook Hotel? Kind of looks like it could be. I think there's probably going to be like a million horror movie references in here. So, you know, in the comments, if you see anything that I haven't spotted, do feel free to point it out. Like some of these magazines might have stuff.
Isn't that such a good song, folks? And now for...
Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I thought something had happened.
Something did happen. Clive the janitor might be Clive the murderer.
What?
I'll start from the beginning. The fire door locked behind you.
Why did you heave that thing all the way up here?
Because the basement's creepy as hell, and I don't like standing around down there.
Fair. Alright, let's run through this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement, made by our creepy janitor, who you think is the creepy whistling man.
Yep.
And on the creepy board are the names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Aunt Williams.
Correct.
And you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's, next target.
That's right. And we've got to find them.
You said there are 4 locations listed there too? The hospital, the power station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations.
Oh, it was Clive, not
We're
Kevin.
gonna
I'll
have
forget
to figure
that
out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help.
Maybe.
How's it going?
Let's try and get some help. See what she says.
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Okay, let's review the basics. We need to work out who the next target is. There's 4 locations, right? And 4 people. We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great. Need any more help?
Let's say we're good for now.
Thanks, Peggy.
So
No problem.
let's match these locations with these people. So Chuck Brody, we believe, bought the gas station. And it's possibly the same gas station that blew up on this bus thing and killed loads of people. We think Kim Walker was related to the hospital. I don't quite get the thing about the years, but it does seem to suggest she was in the medical profession. Flu season is upon us. 84 is no different to any other year. I don't get it. Maybe it will become clear later. I think Rebecca Allen was at the trailer park, but we think both of these people are no longer at these locations. Kim Walker, as far as I know, is dead. Rebecca Allen moved out of the trailer park. And then we got Ant Williams, who is an engineer, who I think is probably working at the power station. Yeah. So we know, yeah, so I suspect. Where's the Harvest Festival one? Ant Williams. Community service. Ugh. Where's the story about the Festival of Disaster? So he was injured. And they bought lottery tickets. I don't know. I mean, it's between the two of them. I would lean towards Ant Williams, but... I know. Let's see what. Okay, so we've matched them up, but let's see what Peggy has to say. I don't want to get this one wrong.
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Okay, let's review the basics.
Okay, well I know that.
We need to work out who the next target is. There's 4 locations, right? And 4 people. We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great. Need any more help?
Yes, please.
Sure. I think you should be methodical with this. Try grouping the notes by who they're about. You could also have a look at the dates and make a timeline. Maybe that will help rule out potential targets first.
Got it. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem.
Alright, well I guess we could do that too. So Festival of Disaster. Let's do Ant Williams first. So we've got Festival of Disaster. Don't know when he was hired by the power station. I mean, these two may be the other way round. And then this year, he was giving some kind of talk about safety. Quiet Ridge Health and Safety Convention. I wonder if that suggests that he's not in the area anymore. This says 69 has been a great year so far. So actually, 69. So I think that was first. So maybe he wasn't. Maybe the power station's a red herring, because he wasn't there in '69. He was working in the festival 3 years later. And this doesn't mention being at the power station. I think he's an engineer. But I don't think he's one of the. I don't think he's one of the hires. So I don't think it's Aunt Williams. The doctor one confuses me, but let's say we've got the marriage announcement. The bus one. Then there's this one that confuses me based on the year. The only thing I can think is it's someone completely unrelated, because Kay Walker, married, died. I think that's just I think that's just another person with the same name as her maiden name. So we've got this crime syndicate thing. I think that's the first one. I think this is the first. I think that's the first one. I think Sheriff Matthews talking about the crime wave. Then they get caught. Trailer goes on for sale because she's sick of the local attention, and then is moved out the area. So this leaves this guy. So I think the thing is here. I think this is unrelated. So I don't think he's at the power station because we don't know where he is. Then we've got this is unrelated because I think it's because the Kay Stein as she was then is dead. So I think this is someone with the same name. And we know that Rebecca Allen has moved to Manhattan. So we've got in the big game, hurt his leg in that accident, and then he won the lottery and bought this petrol station. So it's got to be him, hasn't it? Because not there, dead, moved out the area. It's got to be Chuck Brody, process of elimination.
How's it going?
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
I'm sure. Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Chuck Brody.
And where will I find them?
The gas station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
Hello?
Chuck Brody! Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
The Whistling Man? Who the hell are you? Who is this?
This is Forrest Nash.
Nash.
Listen, the Whistling Man's back. We found a list with your name on it, and
Oh, God. It's today. The year I finally let myself forget.
forget what?
Forget. No, man. I gotta get out of here.
I think he ran off.
Well, fingers crossed that Chuck... Jesus!
It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Is Chuck?
I don't know.
Hang on, we're getting a call.
Hello?
Chuck?
Chuck!
Forrest, the whole goddamn gas station's gone up.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so. I got everyone to follow me out. The town's only ambulance was blown to hell, though. Yeah, damn it, that fireball threw me. I've got to get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great.
He is, however, alive.
Forrest, man, I can't thank you enough, but damn, I gotta go.
Wait, Damn it. We lost him. What was that about today?
Oh, Forrest, the call board is lighting up. Get us into some music while I deal with this.
Let's put on that song that we found outside. Is this the one?
Here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16, The Stream.
Oh no, it was this one, wasn't it? Oh, get that bit. Yeah, but let's put this one on. I just want to have a quick look at these yearbook
There's
photos.
gotta be more in the basement to show us who.
Oh
the
look,
boys
Kay
are.
Walker,
If that's the case, we can get ahead
brother
of
and sister. So he was the doctor.
Before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep. Like I
I
said,
love S. King
need
and the
to
Creative
handle all
Writing
these
Club.
calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
That's the song she requested, wasn't it? What we got to do? I wasn't listening. Head back down to the basement. Okay, yeah. So, Kim Walker, Keith Walker. So he was the doctor, and she died. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We did it right. We know that. So there were other clues that I didn't quite catch at the time, but we worked through it. I mean, we're going to get targeted, aren't we? Because we're foiling all his plans. There's a record we don't have yet. I think I've got most of the others. Oh, these bits of going down into the basement on my own, it creeps me out a little bit, if I'm honest. Okay. Don't suppose we can go this way. No. So what else are we going to find in the creepy mannequin room? Shall I pick my shield up again I had last time? Okay, make sure there's no nasty surprises waiting for me in here. Oh, it saved. Why did it save? Oh.
A key? Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Oh, there's like arrows pointing at it. Basement storage. Okay. Alright, let's go check that out. I guess it's probably that other room that we couldn't go in. I'm just worried that one time I'm going to open these doors and there'll be something horrid there. It's not really that kind of game apart from the very start, but I feel like this guy is going to be on our case at some point. Okay.
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
I want to have a look in it. Oh, okay. Let's do stuff in here then. What's the intercom? Oh, what's this? So some sort of recorder on a shelf. Too. Let's keep that for now. What's
Peggy,
this?
I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
Oh yeah, we can play it here, can't we?
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps, find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait. George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest.
Okay, well this is the intercom. She wanted me to come press this, didn't she?
Found something. Do you think you found everything, Forrest?
Oh, no.
I think there's gotta be more down here. I need to find all the tapes.
You think so? How much did Clive hide down there? Well, if there are more tapes, then there must be more maps to follow, right?
That seems to be the case.
All right then. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
So I don't think it's the map of the town, but I don't think that he's added anything to it. Okay, nothing there. It's very dark. Do I have a torch? I don't seem to have a torch. Okay. So there's that, isn't there? So there's another thing there. I guess maybe we should follow this thing in order. So let's go back to this shelf, which had this on it.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death...
So there's like rolled up carpet and stuff. Okay. This is out of sequence. So let's come... Okay, so that's obviously a future one. That's a future one, but there's no rolled up carpet there. This one.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
This looks useful.
Oh shit, I threw it instead of looking at it. Oh no. Oh no. Where did it go? Did I just collect it? Oh, I think I threw it away. Oh no. Hang on. Oh, I mean, it's only 3 minutes. I might have to go back 3 minutes so I don't throw away the clue before I get to look at it. Hang on. Let me load that up. This is useful, I say, flinging it behind some shelves.
And find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be
Yeah, we know where this
careful,
first one is.
Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
We've probably got to play them as well.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject...
Alright, so is this one?
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face,
This looks useful.
typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering...
Prepared by Sheriff Matthews. Complainant's name, Miss Sandra Sharp.
Running without stopping.
This is 68. Let's have a look. At 4 a.m, a call was received from a jogger, a Miss Sandra Sharp, reporting that a body had been found washed up in the reservoir. I drove out to investigate and was able to identify the body at the scene as that of George Barrow. I contacted the coroner's office and then the boy's parents. So George Barrow was a youngster. They informed me that they had not seen him since 7 p.m. on the 2nd. So he'd been gone a week. Okay. Let's keep that for now. In terms of the next tape, we're looking for in a corner next to some like stereos and stuff. Okay. And I've already found another couple, so it's probably one of those. It's very dark, but I think that's the one.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Yeah, okay, so this kid who died and drowned obviously was chased and very... Oops, I've chucked that as well. And scared. So this one is next to a fan. Okay, well, I did find one around here, didn't I? That's the one.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Yeah, some high schoolers bullied this kid to death and he drowned in the lake. That's what I'm thinking. So this one, we're looking at a filing cabinet. It looks like this, but without the desk fan on top. So I guess we continue this way. Okay. So it's this, isn't it?
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that,
Now
he
this
was moved.
has to be important.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. Is that recording? Shut it off.
Dr. Sullivan. So this is Virginia Sullivan, medical examiner. Sorry I made you do this, Virginia. Post-it note. This is a cover-up, isn't it? Let's see. So George Barrow, deceased. Home address, 18. The deceased is a Caucasian male, aged 18. The cause of death is established to be drowning, as shown by the signs of asphyxiation. Abrasions were found on the knuckles, likely from getting into fights in the past. Matches with known history of the deceased being aggressive. No other injuries were observed, and from the coroner's opinion, there is no evidence of foul play. Additionally, the preliminary toxicology report indicates the deceased had a high level of alcohol in their blood. It is of the coroner's opinion that the deceased went swimming while intoxicated, resulting in his drowning. Well, this is bullshit, isn't it? Because we know he was chased, stressed, no alcohol in his system, fell off something high, and died. So I think the male voice coming in, that was probably the sheriff who's apologising for making her cover it up. Sheriff Matthews. We haven't seen a Matthews yet. I'm wondering if the sheriff's son was involved. I can't pick that up. I guess maybe we don't take these things with us. It's just kind of for our information. Alright, what have we got next? It's on a desk next to some filing cabinets. Like here. This appears to be the end of the road. Flies... Horror magazine, anything in the drawers? Ooh.
Ooh, a new vinyl for my collection.
Very nice. Okay.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent. But I don't think we deserve...
Clive's a victim.
All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. That I can... I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you. But that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say. That I should say. But spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
I didn't cut off that voice clip, that's what happened. So have a quick look at this. So there's a school play, I guess, starring Maisie Cartwright, George Barrow, and also with Marie Campbell. I don't know if that's significant. I'm going to take it anyway. Oh, goodness only knows what's going to happen to me as I try to come out of here. Can I hide? I've just got the worst feeling that something bad is going to happen. This isn't an intercom, is it? I don't know why it's so brightly lit. But it's making me walk back through this maze. I don't like it. Okay, well, got out okay. Was all that spilled on the floor before? Okay.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
Yeah, he was dumped, wasn't he?
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive. Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
More revelations. Yeah, it's starting to take shape here now, isn't it?
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really. How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line. When you're ready, shut the music off.
Okay, we're probably going to end it here for now, but I just wanted to point out, I'm pretty sure the caller who kept wanting us to play that specific record gave her name as Dawn. And I noticed on
Okay,
the
Forrest, shut the music off.
I noticed on the play leaflet here that we've got, play flyer that we've got, as well as George Barrow as Henry, we have Maisie Cartwright as Dawn. I just wonder if that's going to become significant. Let's just pop it there for now. I'm just going to press escape so she doesn't keep nagging me. But I think we'll leave it there for now on those big revelations, and I'm just going to say thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm really into this now. I'm really into the, well, I have been all along really, but I'm really into the mystery that we're uncovering. I think it's really cool. It's very evocative of those sort of 80s slasher films, and even stuff like Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer, which obviously sort of riffs on those films. But yeah, I like it a lot. And hopefully you do too. And if you enjoyed this, if you could hit the thumbs up button on the video, that would be great. As with leaving a comment, let me know what you think. Every little bit of interaction on the videos just helps the channel to get noticed on the YouTube algorithms and to grow. So that'd be fantastic. As would also subscribing. If you're watching this and haven't done so already, it'd be amazing to have you on Boring Dad Gaming. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time for more Killer Frequency. Bye for now.